copy me?
Go ahead, soldier.
I am facing the front now, sir.
Any change?
They seem very agitated, more than expected. As if they were preparing for something.
Keine Bewegung!
Hold on, sir. It looks like there's one of us in there already.
Keine Bewegung!
I don't think he's gonna make it. General, sir. I hope this man wasn't my contact.
No, your contact is a woman. Her name is Natasha. She's waiting in one of the outer buildings. Soldier, try to find out who this other intruder is.
Yes, sir. Any last-minute information about the target, sir?
No, the Enigma machine should still be in the commanding general's safe. I'm sure there's no need to remind you of the importance of obtaining this machine, soldier. It's required to decode Nazi communications.
No, sir. I am perfectly aware, sir. Over and out.
Alright, Night of the Wolves, what a classic. So we've got our thief out here in the boat, and he is going to swim ashore and make contact with Natasha and the French resistance guy, as long as we don't get seen by that searchlight. I love this level, Night of the Wolves. I always really enjoyed this one. It feels like a proper classic World War II exciting movie thriller. I love the fact that you don't go in all guns blazing in this one, and it's not like a shoot 'em up. I love the fact that it's all done with stealth, and, you know, it's these characters sneaking around this submarine base in La Rochelle at night, trying to get the Enigma machine. It would make a brilliant World War II thriller, this level, I think. It would make such a great spy story. Alright, there's our French resistance guy, so let's talk to him first of all.
I'm a member of the French resistance. Oh, we must rescue them. Oh, I was trying to escape. Oh, take this. Here is everything in the encrypted message. White whiskey. He's a friend. You will have to decipher it with the machine. The Enigma. I don't have much time. Look after my dog. It will be of great help. Mind the fences. They're electrified. If you need to cut them, you will find the deactivate switch in the nearby room. Look after whiskey. Goodbye, boy.
Alright, so that's the end of him, but we do now have the dog. So I've put whiskey in my rucksack. And now we're going to head to the building where Natasha is hiding out. And in fact we can see her just through there. Yes, there she is. And there isn't anyone directly through this door. So there's this guy, and I think if I remember rightly, I used to sneak round the back of him, which means that I don't need to use my cigarettes yet. Yes, there we go. And there are some sleeping pills. And I'm just now going to try and sneak into Natasha's room without this guy seeing me. Closing the door behind me. And let's see what Natasha says.
Well, it's about time. This place is becoming quite dangerous.
Yeah, thanks. I'm happy to see you too. What is the plan?
The door to the general's office is locked, and his assistant is in the canteen at the moment.
That's nice for him. And?
He has the key we need and must be drinking by now. We'll put some sleeping pills in his wine. He'll then fall asleep, and you steal the keys.
What do we do with the general?
I will phone him and convince him to leave the office. But I'm not sure how long I will manage to distract him. You'll have to be quick.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so now we've got access to Natasha as well. So now we can basically walk around in plain sight and raid furniture and distract guards and do all the stuff that she can do. So I'm just going to put Thief around here for a minute so that he can hide. And okay, we got a box over here that we can search. We got some meat here, which I think you use for putting the guide dogs to sleep. Not the guide dogs, putting the guard dogs to sleep. Yes, that blind German officer that you tackle in one of the later levels. through here there was the deactivate switch for the electric fences. Now, I don't think we actually need to deactivate them, but it might be a secondary objective, so I'm just going to turn them off anyway. I don't think there's any more furniture in that room, so we'll send her back out here, and we might as well use her to distract this guard so that we can get the thief past this time. So I think that's the lipstick icon, this one, yeah, there we go. And we're now going to use Thief to sneak out behind her. Hopefully the mechanic won't see me. There we go. And now we can release Natasha and send that guard on his merry way. Okay, so we can now send both of them out the door. Ooh, where's Natasha gone? She's still inside. Alright. Now we need to be careful here because we've got these guys here who can spot even people in uniform if they get too close. They look like SS guys or something very sinister, so we're just gonna not get too close there. Ooh, and we've got, I think he's an officer as well. Yeah, it's pretty dangerous, so we're not gonna get too close to any of these guys. I'm gonna send Natasha right across here. Yeah, I'm sure he's an officer. I think we need to be careful of him. So I'm going to send Natasha over here. Now, Thief, I just need to check if I've got the sleeping pills. I think I did pick those up. Yes, I do. So we can now head to the canteen to try and knock out the General's assistant. Because if we look on our objectives, that is how we get the key for the General's office. So, there's a couple of guys with torches here. A couple of guys with guns. We just need to sneak past them as well. Do you see what I mean? This would make such a great movie, this level. I just think it is fantastic. What a cool story. Okay. So we've got Natasha and Thief. I think we can use Natasha again to get past this guy who is on our way to the canteen. Is Thief going to get seen there? Just going to tuck him around the corner. So I'm going to use the lipstick again to talk to this guy. And now we can, we're very quick, sneak past the lieutenant. And this building here is the canteen. That big area out there is greyed out. That's going to become visible in the next level in Das Boot. Silent Killers. So, Natasha can head in here. In fact, she can put the sleeping pills in the wine because she can walk in there without getting beaten up, which is always a plus. So she can have the sleeping pills. And she can head inside. Oh no, that's the shower block. We don't want to go in there. Although... oh, there's some wine. What do you know? I thought there might be a bonus in here, but I don't think there is. Oh, there is a bonus. What do you know? Brilliant. Okay. So we did need to go in there anyway. Always good to get the bonuses, and then you get to do all the other levels. Which I never knew the first time I played it. It took me so long to actually bother to look for the bonuses. And then it unlocked so many other great little levels. Alright, so there's all that food and wine in there, that's fine. And there is the crate, so if that bottle turns green, like it has done, these guys are now going to fall asleep if they drink some wine. So, I mean, I might as well just wait for that to happen. Thief is going to be just outside the door. So we'll just see if they get up and have a little drinky with their dinner. And then if they fall down, in fact, there we go. I think it's happening. Ah, maybe it's not happening. Maybe he hasn't gone up to get the wine yet. That's okay. I'm going to wait for it. I'm going to wait and see what happens. So it also looks like we can use wine to crack people over the head. Which I never used to do. Ah, there we go. Alright, this guy's gone to get the wine. And he's moving back to the table. So as soon as they now drink... in fact, I think I can get Thief in here. There we go. They have all simultaneously fallen asleep, which is very kind of them. So there is General's assistant, General's which needs an apostrophe. So now we're going to head out the door. And we once again need to get past the lieutenant with the torch. So I'm going to send Natasha once more, because he's kind of a bit of a wild card, this guy. He seems to be moving around quite a lot. Going to talk to him up against the wall in a suggestive manner, and I'm going to use Thief to get past him, and I can actually... There's a sniper up there, but I don't think he sees me. I think I can actually tuck in here. Yes, I can. I can tuck in just next to the General's door so that I'll be ready, and I've got my key, so as soon as Natasha makes the phone call, I can get inside. So I'm going to head over here and use the phone and send the General off. Very, very exciting. Alright. So there's no officers in there directly looking at me, which means I can use the phone. I'm going to ring him up and tell him to go. I'm just going to go through there and wait there. Okay, so in a minute we should see him leave the office, and then we can get inside and look for the Enigma machine. Unless he's already left. Maybe he's already left. There he is. Yes, he's gone. He's already left. Excellent. So I can now get inside. Okay, so there's an officer there, but I don't think he'll see me. Hopefully he's just going to stay facing the window. There's the safe, and then there's some more furniture in here too. Just checking for bonuses, really. And there is the safe. And there is the Enigma machine and the secret documents.
We must immediately inform HQ about this. It is of the greatest importance. We must risk using a radio. Good idea.
Alright, so now we've got a new objective. We've got to use the radio by the gatehouse.
Already there.
So I'm going to come out of here before the guy comes back. Uh-oh, that soldier's still there. I don't know how long we have, but it might not be that long. So I'm just going to wait for him to move, and then I am going to try and get out of here. Alright. Maybe we have a little while, actually. I'm not sure. Okay, so Thief is in there. He's going to hide in that patch of shadow. Meanwhile, how am I doing for bonuses? Alright, we've got a few left to go, and I think, if memory serves, they are in here. Now this... There's one. That officer there luckily can't see me, the guy reading the newspaper. It's the officers that can tell that you are not who you claim to be. Okay, that's enough of that, that's fine. So I think, yes, that is all the bonuses, that's great. So I'm going to keep using Natasha because she's quite handy for scoping out these areas. Okay, it looks like the officer hasn't come back yet. I don't think it's that guy. I think it's a different officer. They just look the same. Alright, so Natasha has come out of here. So we need to get through this door. Ah, and I think the thief is the one that has the key. So I'm going to use Natasha. Natasha can talk to this guy. Distract him. Meanwhile, Thief can use this key. Yes, it's the General's key. It's the same one. And we need to get inside this radio room, which is right behind that guy there. Now, slightly unbelievably, it looks like I can crawl through that patch of light and he doesn't see me. Although this light, I think, might see me. So I need to be very careful. Plus, there's like the world's scariest SS division outside, so I need to be very careful about that. Ooh, just on the edge. Okay. Natasha, I'm gonna let that guy go. She can come in here just in case the officer comes back. And you know what? I might as well talk to this guy and distract him. And then I'm going to get into the radio room. And luckily, there's nobody inside.
Yes? General, sir. Do you copy me?
Go ahead.
Sir, the Nazis have captured an Allied submarine and its crew, and are bringing it here.
Good Lord. We must rescue them. We will send the rest of the Commandos group to your position. They will arrive in the morning. They will need security papers. You must hide inside the base and wait. And your comrade, she'd better disappear as soon as possible. Tonight's events will arouse the suspicion of the senior members of staff, and we can't allow them to discover her. Good work, soldier. Over and out.
Great. Nothing more appealing than spending the night surrounded by Nazis.
Okay, so we now need to get into that dormitory room, or whatever it is, and wait. Natasha is still distracting this guy, that's great. So I can sneak out here. I always loved the thief, I thought he was a great character. Thought he was so cool. It's very strange he can't tie people up though. He can knock people out, but he's the only one, for some reason, I think. Actually, maybe Natasha's the same. But he can't tie up. And the other French guy, he can tie up, but he can't punch. So between them, the two French people can tie, can knock someone out and then tie them up. I don't know why that is. Nothing against the French. Okay. So Natasha, I think you don't need to leave in any specific place, but I'm just going to bring her out of the way here, in case that other guy comes back. And, oh, now she changes out of her uniform when she lies down. That's interesting. I'm just going to leave her there. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to use... What am I doing? Of course, I can use her just to look inside. So, I'm going to put her uniform back on. Okay. I need her to keep him occupied while I sneak inside the base. Alright, I think it's this room I need to go inside. And I'm now going to close the door and hide under the bed. And that should trigger the end of the level, because I've got my objectives done. The thief must hide under a bed is the final thing. So here we go. And that is the end of Night of the Wolves.